Good afternoon, my friends. So today I am here in Madania, also known as Clos Salambier, formerly known as Clos Salambier, and in the background you can see Jebel Bouzigza, completely in the background on the horizon. And now I'm going to visit a neighborhood known as Ain Malha, which is part of an area between Ain Naadja and just Constantine, also known as Guide de Constantine in French, the Constantine Ford. According to the GPS app, we will be there in about 20 minutes, so we're going to check that. Okay, go ahead, you're at a roundabout, so the right of way goes to you. All right, the area here is nice after they built this building here on the right, so it's getting more beautiful. And now just look at this. This neighborhood was named Madania after the Madania brothers, three brothers who were killed by the French colonial forces for participating in the Algerian Liberation War. Now it has become one of the most beautiful neighborhoods, residential neighborhoods here in Algiers. You can still see colonial houses like the one on the right. On the left you have the wall of the green club, Green Club. It's a club with a swimming pool and a center for different recreational activities, but they are expensive. If you want to go downtown, you drive straight on, but now we are turning right. There is a fast food shop here that sells Algerian tacos. They call them tacos, okay? And those are sandwiches served in a bread, a special type of bread. Okay, so this is the Martyrs Memorial, so you should definitely taste Algerian tacos. They're made with fries and shawarma meat, which is in fact turkey meat cooked with spices. Sounds appetizing, doesn't it? So now we are approaching the Martyrs Memorial complex, the Riyad al-Fath complex. I can see people walking on the esplanade over there. Now we are going to drive under the esplanade. There is a shopping mall here on the right, and I think 2 or 3 cinemas, but I wonder whether they're still open. So I was going to visit this shopping mall, the cinema, one of the cinemas, because it was going to air the latest Star Wars movie in 2020, in March 2020. So I was going to visit it with my wife in order to watch the movie here in the movie theater. Unfortunately, they declared the lockdown, the COVID-19 lockdown, and everything closed, everything. So now we are driving up this ramp. Which is a shortcut to the Anassers apartment complex. The white buildings are part of the Anassers apartment complex. It's a huge apartment complex, one of the cleanest and the most beautiful here in Algiers. There is this roundabout. I'm going to turn around it and then enter the apartment complex itself, that I'm going to use as a shortcut. In fact, I'm following the GPS app, the route indicated to me by the GPS app prior to my starting to film this video. Alright, a ball rolls onto the street, and then there are kids running after it. You've got to be very careful, especially in places like these. There is a swimming pool here on the right, and someday I'm going to film a video on where the main swimming pools here in Algiers are located. I have already filmed a video about a garden located here. Now we are going to drive by that garden. It's on the right. It's one of the most beautiful gardens here in Algiers, with juniper trees just like the one on the left, pine trees and palm trees. There is a fountain there. I wonder whether they still run it or not. Yeah, I can see. I mean, artificial waterfalls. They are artificial waterfalls, small artificial waterfalls. I have already filmed a video about the garden itself. Alright, the garden is on the right. Too bad it's not fenced, because, you know, some kids like to play ball, and if the ball falls onto the motorway, they should just forget about it. It's extremely risky to walk. I mean, to walk on this waterway in order to get a ball, even for a grown-up. All right, so now we're driving towards our destination. We're on the Anassers road here. It's one of the connecting roads that connects the northern bypass motorway to the southern bypass motorway. The northern bypass motorway is commonly referred to as seashore motorway or la route Madania, and the southern bypass motorway is the Benaknoun motorway. It's on the right now. If you want to go to Benaknoun or Zeralda and Tipaza, you take the right, and even Blida. Okay, if you are going to Blida, then okay, you take the right and then take the first turn on the right. But we are going straight ahead in order to join the same motorway, National Highway 5, but in the other direction, in the direction of the east, in the direction that goes to the airport. But we are not going to drive this road down all the way down to the airport. We're going to take a turn on the right. That same turn that leads to the city center. And in Algiers, the complex network of highways is actually very practical. It would allow you to, I mean, on a day when there is not much traffic, you could go to any place, from any place to any place in just 20 minutes or less. And I only realized that after I started driving myself. I usually drive a lot on weekends, Friday and Saturday. So the weekend here in Algeria is on Friday and Saturday. Friday is for the Friday prayer. although Ain Malha is located in the area of Ain Naadja, we're not going to enter Ain Naadja. We are not going to drive there via the central part of Ain Naadja, which is here on the right. There is an area here known as Jnan al-Qars, the lemon orchard. It's here on the right. So this is an entrance to Ain Naadja, to National Highways, I think National Highway 63, yes. It's the national highway that links Bash Jarrah to Bir Khadem and goes through Ain Naadja. And we will be driving towards Ain Malha via National Highway 38. Now, as I am approaching the turn on the right, I shouldn't try and overtake this huge truck. This huge truck is carrying an excavator, so there you've got a heavy vehicle carrying another heavy vehicle. You can't expect a more dangerous vehicle than this one. This one, you see, huge truck carrying a construction site vehicle. So now I'm approaching the turn as indicated by the signs, and I prefer not to run on the emergency lane, on the shoulder lane here. But now, alright, so now if you want to go downtown, you take the left at the fork over there. This is the fork. Now if you want to go downtown to central Algiers, you take the left, but we are taking the right. And we are headed south. You've got to be cautious here around these bends, because you could encounter people trying to cross the road, you know, including families. There is a place here known for its restaurants. There are 3 or 4 restaurants, all located in the same place here, the Kutama restaurant. I recommend that you visit this place someday. And now, if you want to go to Blida, you take the left. Blida and Barraqi. You take the left, you cross that bridge over there, okay? And the Blida Atlas is proudly, you know, showing or appearing over there on the horizon. The Blida Atlas, which is part of the Atlas Mountains, of the Tel Atlas Mountains. So there is that nice bridge that leads straight to National Highway 1. It's such a beautiful construction. They finished it last year, I think. And now we are on the National, I think it's National Highway 38. We are headed straight towards West Somaliland. Now we are facing the west because the sun is getting ready to set. Kuba is on the right. The nice thing about all these places is that they are next to each other. So Kuba is on the right, not very far from here. You could go to Kuba on foot, although that sign mentions that Kuba is at 8 kilometers away. I think that it's even, I mean, it's even closer than that. There is a train station here. There is a train station here on the left. It's the Guide Constantine train station, just at Constantine train station. So this is Guide Constantine. I mean the central part of Guide Constantine, because Guide Constantine is in fact a municipality. This is National Highway 38 that will lead you straight to National Highway 1, the longest road in Algeria. And National Highway 1 is the road that goes by Blida. So if you want to go to Blida, you will have to drive down National Highway 1. Be careful around here, because there is oncoming traffic from the right, and this area is known for its wholesalers and most Algerian traders who have stores in Algiers come here with their trucks and vans in order to buy goods for their stores. So there are warehouses here to keep mostly foodstuffs. There is a cable factory over there named Cable, C-A-B-E-L. When I worked for a Chinese company, we used to come here to buy cables. And there are fruit and vegetable stalls here on the left, especially on the left. And many people who come home late would prefer to stop by those vegetable stalls in order to buy vegetables, fruits and vegetables, because usually when they arrive home they find all fruit and vegetable stores closed. That's why they prefer to buy fruits and vegetables here from these stalls. Some of them are empty today. And of course they sell fruits and vegetables at interesting prices, usually much cheaper than at the store. They are building this bridge right above us here. I think that it's a railroad bridge. I think that it's for the subway train. Algiers, especially Algiers, is developing at a fast pace and in an interesting way, but also other cities here in Algeria. Now I'm approaching the area, I mean my destination. Minutes on the road. There is a train station here too. It's the Ain Naadja train station. So if you are visiting Ain Naadja by train, this is the train station where you are going to get off. There is a bus stop here on the right. Usually small bus stops like those service neighboring districts, you know. I was sent here by my family to run an errand. That's why I'm seizing the opportunity to film a video. Now, if you drive straight on, you will arrive on National Highway 1. National Highway 1, the road to Blida, and also the road that will bring you back to Algiers, okay? Now, I have turned right, and I am entering an area known as Meknouch, which is part of, it's located between Constantine, which is also known as Constantine, and Bir Khadem. This is a road that will lead you back to National Highway 63 and also Bir Khadem. All right, let's drive this road. It's known as this road is known as the Bash. No, it's not the Bash Jarrah road. It's the Ain Naadja road. Yes. And it should lead us straight to National Highway 63. We've just left National Highway 38, and now we're driving towards National Highway 63. This is my destination. In fact, I should end my video here, but alright, let's show you these areas. and you can see that there are still there are many new buildings in the area. I hope I don't get lost. Normally it should be this way. What's this? Yeah, this is the city hall of. No, in fact it's an administrative office of Constantine. All right, let's go with the flow here with all these cars headed north, I think, or northwest. So I've made it in less than 20 minutes. ADL 2020. All right, so these buildings were built within the framework of the ADL program, the ADL housing program. It's getting hot in here. All right, so let's continue along this way. I'm still on the right path. The Ain Naadja road. The road is getting narrower, and when local residents don't find where to park their cars, they park them on sidewalks. Sometimes even the sidewalks are not wide enough for cars. The only time I came here was in 2020. I mean, I came to this area was in 2020 when we buried a relative of my father's who died in 2020. He died at a very old age. I think that he was even older than my father. He died at the age of 90 or something. Oh yeah, there is a garden here on the right. A beautiful garden with playgrounds for kids. I can see swings and slides. I hope that they don't vandalize them, that thugs don't vandalize them. And now I am discovering, because now this place is familiar to me. I usually drive on the other side of the garden. I usually visit the other side of this garden, the part of the neighborhood that's on the other side of the garden on the right. Yeah, now I can see that water storage facility over there. It's like a tower. It's a water storage tower over there, and that tower is definitely located on National Highway 38. I should reach a roundabout here in about 50 meters. All right, everyone is turning right. Let's turn right then. Sometimes it's fun to explore. And that water storage tower is in fact a landmark in this area. Sorry. All right, go ahead. Yes, I think that we have reached that roundabout. All right, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, that's sure enough. All right, just be careful around here. And just be careful because it's a residential area. Now the water storage tower is on the left, and sure enough we have arrived at the roundabout I told you about, and National Highway 63, which links Bas Jarrah to Bir Khadem. It's safe to drive across to the roundabout. Bir Khadem is straight ahead. Now we're returning to our destination. All right, guys, I hope that you found this video interesting and useful and helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and also hit the notifications button in order to receive notifications for my future videos. I've also noticed that only a third of you are subscribed to my channel, so please subscribe so that you help this channel out. Alright, guys, so take care of yourselves, visit Algiers, drive safely, visit Algeria, and goodbye.